Hello, and welcome to the Peanut Butter and Triggered podcast. Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. Just go to audiotrial.com/PBT.
Oh my god! Audiotrial.com. It's Audible Trial.
Go ahead and try read again.
I'm never going to get this.
Yeah, you are. I believe in you.
Okay. Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. Welcome to Peanut Butter and Triggered. Today's show is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering our listeners a free audiobook with a 30-day trial membership. Just go to audibletrial.com/PBT and browse the unmatched selection of audio programs. Download a title free and start listening. It's that easy. Go to audibletrial.com/PBT.
Were you recording that?
I absolutely was.
Hey everyone! Welcome into Peanut Butter and Triggered. I am Scott, joined by my main man.
Jace, what's up?
And a very special guest some of you may know.
Ben Walton, how we doing, boys?
Yeah, definitely Ben Walton. Today...
Jacob.
It's been a while.
That's my song. Thank you.
Today we're going to talk a little bit about stuff and things. We're going to talk the 10 and the 20, a little PDW. We're going to talk news, PlayStation Plus versus Xbox Game Pass, and Stadia. And finally, the PS5, which has officially been announced. You boys ready for this?
Yeah, you know what? I think I am.
You know what? Cool. Let's start with the PDW, my guy. Jay, what you been playing, doing, and or watching?
I just downloaded the update for Mortal Kombat 11. The Terminator T800's out for early access for anybody that's purchased the combat pack. I'm a little underwhelmed with this one.
Why?
It's a reskin of Jason from Mortal Kombat X, from what it feels like. Very slow, really strong, but like if you go against anybody that's fast, they're just gonna bombard you with like combos, and it's gonna be tough to recover from. But I don't know, it seems a little lifeless with the voice acting. The voice acting is really shitty. It's like, you know how everybody has an Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation? Yeah. Like Jacob.
No.
You do one.
Everyone on Earth, yeah.
Jacob.
Ah! Get to the chopper!
Hello, my name is Arnold.
Oh my god,
that would have been better.
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob, that would have been better.
One. It's like a Kirkland brand Arnold.
Okay, let's hear you say get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
You sound like a Nazi.
It's because I'm a fucking German.
Nazi.
You told me that you were a Czech.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. All right, whatever. So I've been playing that, and then the other thing I've been playing is Stardew Valley. Patricia actually recommended that I play that, and it's a grind. It's fun, but it's definitely a grind. I was expecting it to be way more addicting because I think if you all listen to the Tiger Belly podcast, Bobby Lee plays that, and he said that it was like super addicting, and I'm not getting that.
I got it on the iPad. It's easy just to play before sleep.
Oh yeah. I've been going to town with Google Play Pass. I've played Limbo. I've played this like new like Burnout like drifting challenge thing. There's a lot of stuff in there, dude. So I've been really going to town on that. But as far as what I've been watching, Katie and I are gonna go watch Joker tomorrow. So please have us in your prayers. Make sure we don't get shot up. And then
good luck.
Yeah, thank you. As long as Jacob's not going there, as long as Jacob's not going, then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I like on the second to last episode of Righteous Gemstones, we're in for a treat next week for the season finale. So if you all haven't seen that show, definitely go out, binge it. I've also binged Room 104. It's kind of strange. I so far, from what I've gathered, I give it like a C+.
How can you play Mortal Kombat that long?
What do you
It's the
mean?
same game.
Because they give you new characters to play with. I try to play with
How-
everybody.
How can you play World of Warcraft for like 48 years? That game is boring. Like 20
Dude.
months in.
Okay, you know what? Jacob, let me
What?
just make fun of you for 1 second. You've taken a month hiatus to play Classic WoW. We haven't heard from you in like a month.
I'm not even max level either. Dude.
Jeez, you've been gone forever.
I know.
I thought you were dead. I've been saying rest in peace every week.
It felt like I did. Dude, even my like friends are like, "Hey, dude, you should come hang out with us." I'm like, "Yeah, like I'll hang out if it's in Azeroth."
Jesus
And he's
Christ.
sitting here trash talking to you. You play Mortal Kombat for like 7 months or something.
This game's different, okay? This is an MMORPG. This isn't a fucking 1v1 fight to the death match, and then I play that every fucking
Yeah,
day.
you just run around killing boars. And then
No,
you
that's
come
not.
back.
It's way more than that.
It's not though. It's just not.
Okay, you know what? In Jacob's defense, I'll give you his PDW. He's been playing Classic WoW. He's been watching hentai, and he's been jacking off and sleeping. That's it.
All right.
I like your own laugh track.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, no, what's funny is I actually wrote down my playing, doing, watching, and you pretty much just crossed everything off.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not even kidding. That's like literally all I've been. I'm playing WoW, watching a lot of porn, anime porn, and that's it.
I'm not surprised.
You haven't even been at work, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, to become a professional World of Warcraft player.
Wow.
You're not even max level in a month, you nerd. You do.
Dude, somebody got max in like fucking 3 days.
Jesus.
And now they're dead.
Can I actually do my playing, doing, watching, Jay?
Yeah,
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
I have a
Okay,
feeling I
so
have more, but
I've been playing Apex Season 3 and Classic World of Warcraft. Thank you. And then on anime, not porn, I've been watching
King of the Hill.
The Devil is a Part-Timer. No, dude, I wish I was watching King of the Hill, but that show sucks now. And that's it.
I'm coming.
I am. I'm one episode behind on Gemstones. I'm caught up on Great British Baker. Stayed up late, watched the new episode. The right person got voted off, by the way. And then
Wait a minute. You're caught up on Great British Bake Off?
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. The right person got sent home.
yeah, for sure. That girl Steph, fucking killer, dude.
Dude,
She's a monster.
3 in a row. Holy cow.
She's a
Sorry,
fucking
spoilers.
monster.
Is Gordon Ramsay on that show?
No.
Fuck Gordon Ramsay in comparison. to these
Hey.
Whoa.
Come on now. Come on.
I just
love
cooked a
Gordon
steak
Ramsay.
today. I followed his fucking recipe. It was great.
people. Just cook it.
Yeah, just
Uh,
throw it on a fire.
No, that's really good. Also, I downloaded MLB The Show. It's free right now, and so is The Last of Us. Go get it off PSN.
I also did that.
And I've been playing. They just released 2 new maps for Battlefield, the Metro remake, which is like all underground. And actually, there's actually a way to kind of cheat the system in that game. It's 32 on 32, and normally if you play Conquest mode, 32 on 32, everyone's spread out across the map. So obviously there's sporadic players all over the giant map, but in Metro everyone's all together. So all I do is I just play a sniper and I stand next to the ammo crate and I just keep shooting flares, which is basically like a what's it called, a recon plane basically. It just shows where everyone is. And I was playing the other night and I was in first, and then the player in second was like 52 and 12, and I was 4 and 7. 4 kills, 7 deaths. But I had 20,000 points, and he only had 12,000 points. That's how overpowered like the flare gun is.
Even though you didn't get as many kills.
I literally stood in the back of the map just shooting the flare over and over and over again. And every basically if you kill someone, it's 100 points. For everybody who dies in your flare, you get 25 points. So if you can imagine 32 players all fighting like at once, and you're lighting all of them up, so you get 10 points for each of them that you light up. So that's basically 300, anywhere from like 200 to 300 points per shot. Plus the fact that everyone who dies in it is an additional 25 points. So like I would rack up like 2,000 and 3,000 point scores, basically, like almost like you'd have to get a 20 kill streak in order to get the same amount of points. So yeah, that's fun. Other than that, I'm not doing a whole lot. Anybody else want to add anything?
Question.
No?
What would happen if you got shot with a flare in real
Oh,
life?
it's bad. Someone did it. I watched a video of a guy. His name's Iraqi Veteran 8888 on YouTube. You can go watch it. He asked that same exact question. What would happen if you shot someone with a flare? Just a common boat flare. You can purchase them for $35 at Walmart, and they have 3 shots. Thing about flares is they tumble.
Huh.
So it's not like a regular bullet, It's not rifled or anything. They really tumble. And if you shot someone, he thought, oh well, this won't have enough like speed to really hurt anybody. That's incorrect. He shot it through a solid wood door, and it went right through long ways. It was tumbling, so it was flat. So it was like almost like an oval hole.
Jesus.
He didn't shoot it at a person?
No. The long and the short of it is it would fuck you up, dude.
Like, does
Jay,
it
we
just
should
burn
try
you?
that.
Yeah, I'll shoot you if that's okay.
Except you should be the door. Yeah. No.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, you better not go to Joker tomorrow. I'm bringing my flare gun.
Oh my
But
god.
that is all I got for my PDW.
Okay. Hey, this isn't. I mean, I guess this kind of bleeds into news, but this is also related to a playing, doing, watching. I'm super stoked for a few things that are coming up. Keep your eyes peeled for The Watchmen, which I believe comes out the 20th of October. And then also keep your eyes peeled for Castle Rock. That's the one with all the Stephen King universe. Going to be
Silicon
lit.
Valley.
Oh, when's that coming out?
I'm not sure, but they released a teaser on HBO.
Oh Lord.
Silicon Valley release. Let's see here.
Have you guys ever watched Desperate Housewives?
No.
No, I have no desire.
Have you?
Okay, never mind then.
October 27th.
October 27th? That's like right around the flipping corner.
Yep. So I'm excited for that because it's just kind of a funny little show.
Yeah, and this is gonna be their last ever season, so
Yep.
get ready.
Hey, y'all, are you ready for a little bit of 10 and 20?
Yeah, I am. Oh, hey,
Uh,
last thing, Castle Rock comes out October 16th, so that's even more around the corner. That's gonna be a
Wow,
good one.
that's a day after my birthday.
That's the
Just
day
in case
after my
anybody
brother's
wants to see me.
birthday.
turned like 14.
I'm more important than your brother.
No, that's not true.
His brother's cool. I met him before, so his brother's definitely more important.
Did you really meet my brother?
Yeah, at
What?
your party.
Oh yeah,
Super nice guy.
I was really drunk.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
I feel like somebody invite. Oh yeah, I did invite you, and
Yeah.
you didn't
I
show
know.
up. Okay. Cool.
Well, it was a surprise party, so if you're like saying thanks for the invite, maybe you should talk to Katie.
Oh, no, I did get an invite.
So 10 and 20. I'll start with my games, I suppose. There's a couple heaters in here. We'll start with Saw the video game. How could you not say that's an amazing game on October 6th?
That was a video game?
Yeah, it was a really fucking ridiculous game too.
What do you do?
You run around and solve like puzzles, and then there's like little puzzles to pull shit off your head, or little puzzles to stop people from dying, that kind of stuff. And there's some like stupid combat. Uncharted 2, Among Thieves. We got let's see here. Oh, this is probably the best release out there is Demon Souls.
What the hell's that?
What's Demon Souls?
Yeah.
Demon Souls is the precursor to Dark Souls.
Oh,
So
I know what Ben's gonna be fucking playing.
Yeah.
That came out 10 years ago, so if he hasn't already played it,
Demon Souls?
yeah.
Oh, I just heard like Ben in the background go, "How the fuck do you not know what that is?
You know what?
It's the best game ever invented."
I talked to Neb Notlaw. He actually is playing a new game. You're never gonna guess what it is.
He's playing that side-scroller game that's a lot
Yeah.
like Demon Souls.
Yeah. It's a hack and slash side scroller called Blasphemous.
Yeah, it's just like Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually is a really cool art style and stuff. I hit him up about that, and he said it looked really cool, and so he went out and bought it, and he said it's like, like people being tortured and shit, and you fight them.
Jeez.
But it's very Demon Souls-esque. But the sad thing about Demon Souls is Demon Souls has never been remastered. It's the only game that you have to like literally go out, buy a PS3, and then find a copy of it because they lost the rights somehow, so they can't remaster it. Kind of depressing. October. Anything? This is a gigantic, big, huge one. Probably the biggest one we've ever talked about, which would be League of Legends, was released on October 27th, 2009.
That game sucks.
League of Legends, and the funny thing is, it even has the League of Legends Clash of Fates, which was originally called.
That's originally what League was called?
Yeah. Back in the day, dude, I played before that. I played in closed beta. Dude, when I started playing, there was no store, and everybody was free.
So, when I played, I literally only played League like maybe 10 times. All my friends were playing. They're like, dude, you should play around. I was like, okay. And my cousin was like, all right, so what you're going to do is you're going to pick a Nivea, which is this like stupid fucking bird. And you can put a wall up in front of people. And what I did is I literally didn't train anything. I just trained my wall, and I would wall off my teammates so they'd die. And I just run back. I was such a fucking troll.
I bet you even fucked up the walls trying to. They probably was running.
I did, dude. There's times where I'd like go to wall them off, and I'd wall myself off, and I'd just die. I'm like, damn, I suck at this game. Dude, I don't get how people think League is fun. I like it. I just can't play that game.
League is a lot more fun than WoW. Like WoW, you walk up, right click, hit 1, hit 2, hit 1, hit 2, wait for days, go back, turn it in.
Wow. Okay, well, you just go snipe people with your flare gun then. Because WoW's way better than that game.
Also, you want to do the 20?
Yeah,
sir.
I'm gonna go over the favorites for Jacob first. So,
Thank you.
I have in October 1st, 1999. What, you were 3?
99, yeah.
Okay, so you went to go watch Elmo in Grouchland. Okay, and then
Yeah.
your mom, who was like 17, went to go watch Drive Me Crazy with Melissa Joan Hart and Adrian Grenier. So that was cool for you too.
You know, my first movie I actually ever watched was Blade.
Shut up, dude. That was a dope movie.
Yeah. It's also when I said my first cuss word.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. Also, this just in, apparently Scott thinks that Jacob has an attractive mom.
No, I just wanted to give him shit. Like, your mom looks like she's like 4 years older than you are.
How old is
dude.
your mother?
So a little side story. The other day, we had a surprise party for my cousin, and my mom went, and there's some like other people. One guy was a guy from the gym. He's like 30, 32, 33. And I just went to go get groceries with my roommate, and he's like, yeah, dude, Nick was hitting on your mom. And he also has a friend named Nick that's a year younger than me. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, dude, she's like 20 years older than him. He's like, no, the other Nick, she's only like 15 years older than him. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I guess he thought that my mom was like 26 or 27. He didn't realize my mom was almost 44.
Almost 44.
Like,
Why don't you just say that she's 44?
young.
Yeah,
Alright.
she had you pretty young.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So some bangers came out this year too. Fight Club. That's an instant classic, based off of the book by Chuck Palahniuk of the same name. Three Kings that had Mark Wahlberg, aka Marky Mark, Ice Cube, and George Clooney. Apparently that got a lot of kudos for like field medic training, realism in that movie. So that was a good one.
There's a shot where he gets shot and it like goes into his chest cavity and you like see like the lung bleeding and shit. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, so that's the scene I'm talking about. His lung is filling up with blood, and there's not enough room in in the chest cavity for your lung to fill up with blood and air. So you actually have to relieve the pressure, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
So another movie that came out, which was a major banger, but is more of a cult classic, is Being John Malkovich, starring John Cusack and obviously John Malkovich, and I think Cameron Diaz is in it. Not sure. I don't know. Maybe. And then lastly, the movie Superstar, starring Molly Shannon and Will Ferrell. That was a funny one. And I think this was a Academy Award nominated, but maybe not winning movie. I'll have to go back and check this. But American Beauty, you all have seen that. It has that sicko Kevin Spacey, Mina Sabari, and it was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
It's always so funny seeing actors now, like watching their older movies and seeing how young they look. You're just like, holy shit!
Yeah, that's
Like
weird.
he's fat now, or he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's always a trip when they die.
Yeah.
Remembered forever.
Yeah. Cool. So, it did
And
win.
then you said you wanted to step back and you played a couple other things there, JJ.
Yeah. So, I played the new updates for Red Dead Redemption 2. I took a week for that, and then I also played the new update for No Man's Sky. So that was interesting. The Red Dead Redemption 2 one, it's the Frontier update that came out, I think, a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
That one has actually, it made the game way more interesting online, because before it was just kind of a free roam, do whatever you want, but kind of wander around aimlessly. Now you can do that, plus you can also get a job as a bounty hunter, a tradesman, or a collector. I picked a bounty hunter because I felt like that would be more action-packed. And you do get like separate rewards aside from like leveling up and progressing. It was awesome. You can do all three of them if you want to. It just costs like 15 pieces of gold to get your license for being a bounty hunter or a tradesman or a collector. So
Which is a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot, dude. And then lastly, No Man's Sky, still a motherfucking grind. It felt the same, honestly. Like, there were a few key differences. Like, the thing that really pissed me off is, like, I like upgraded a bunch of technology on my ship, my exosuit, my multi-tool, and when I updated it, like, half of it was obsolete, and it'll even tell you it was obsolete technology, and then you have to break it up. So that pissed me off.
That would piss me off too.
Yeah. So thanks, No Man's Sky. You rule. Jacob, you had some Apex news, yeah?
Yeah, just a little bit. So I don't know if you guys, I'm sure Scott's probably brought it up because he's always on this stuff. So Apex Season 3 just came out. They just released a new character named Crypto, and they did a whole new map. Crypto sucks dick.
Why?
It's funny. I mean, he just like, he has like a little drone. He like, when he puts his drone out, there's an ultimate, and there's like an EMP you can go out, but it does like no fucking damage. And you basically can like ping where the enemy is, but you can't play your person and be in your drone at the same time. So while your team's attacking the other team or other squad or whatever, you're just sitting there in a fucking drone. And then if somebody comes around the corner and pops you in the face, you just die. Like, it doesn't take you out or anything. But they took away a lot of, they're like really good about the community, EA is, and they took out a bunch of stuff that was OP. They added a bunch more like attachments and stuff to kind of give it more of a rifle-esque gameplay, because it was more like SMG based. But there's that, and then another thing about WoW is the new expansion is actually ending, and it's ending on usually their expansions are like .1, .2, .3, .4, and then .5 is usually the bigger expansion, like the halfway point for whatever. And then once it gets to another like .9 and then .0 expansion is when usually expansions will end. They'll start new ones, but this one they're actually ending it halfway through because this game sucks so bad right now. But that's all. That's like just a tiny bit of news I have
Yeah.
for kind of WoW and Apex.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to follow up with your Apex news. I actually, with Patrick, a listener, I played a couple weeks ago. Have you ever played Ring of Elysium?
Mm-mm.
It's a BR game. It's not played by many, and it's like pretty anime, so maybe you'll like it. But the interesting thing about this BR game is you get like some sort of you get something to travel with, like a bicycle or a grappling hook, or you can take like a jetpack. It shoots up, and then you use like a parasail. Another interesting thing about it, again, it's like a battle royale, so it's closing as you're playing, but you can get cars and you can find like upgrade car kits, and you can upgrade the cars to have more armor or a machine gun or a a scanner to see where they are on the map. But the most interesting thing about this game is when it closes all the way down, it's not the last person surviving who necessarily wins. Because what happens is a helicopter flies in, and if you climb up the ladder to the helicopter completely exposed, you can get on. So, like, I won my first game on that ever, and I climbed up, and there's still like 8 people left, and I was just sitting in the helicopter waiting to take off. And a team of 4, actually, the helicopter only holds 4 people, so a team of 4 actually won. So they had to leave. They had to leave one of them on the ground because I had jumped in the helicopter.
Does that person not win?
Yeah, they don't get a win; they just die.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's actually that's really smart. A lot of these BR games are coming out with like really cool rules. Like Apex came out with reviving teammates. They're coming out with systems where even if you win, you don't win. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
It's more strategic.
Yeah, it's not just a firefight. So, like, on this one, we just got really lucky because the helicopter pulled up, like, almost in this gully surrounded by walls, so, like, on this mountainside, and it just pulled up right near where we were, so I knew I'd be relatively protected, and I just climbed it, knowing that, like, everyone was down the hill from me. But other times, it'll be in the middle of a field, and you'll get fucked. But what happens is, at the very end, when it closes all the way, it shows everyone who's left on the map. So at that point, you like have to fight it out or get in the helicopter.
So that's smart.
So there's like some pros and cons. You can run straight for the helicopter and climb up and like try to get out real quick, but like it's like a 5-second climb to the top, and you're just in that, you're just on a rope ladder, like just
you're
climbing.
open. People can like shoot you and shit.
Yeah. But that's all I have to say about that. I just wanted to follow up. Hey, let's start our news with, I think, the biggest news of the day, and maybe almost the year. A PlayStation 5 has officially been announced, boys.
Yeah.
And it's called the PlayStation 5.
Officially.
Officially, yeah.
Sorry, Jacob, can you keep your jerk-off session down there over there, please?
Yeah, I'm done.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry, I'm pretty quick.
Thank you.
A few things about it that have been announced. First off, we're getting a new controller, obviously. The 2 key features of it are going to be haptic feedback, which is replacing the traditional rumble, and adaptive triggers. It'll also feature a USB-C charger and a better battery, and still will be lighter than the Xbox One controller.
But the thing to highlight is that haptic feedback is super adaptive haptic feedback. So as you take steps, depending on the terrain that you're on, the haptic feedback will adapt to that. So it's not just like a one vibration
Rumble, yeah.
fits all.
So the developers have more control.
Yeah. And then the other thing to note is that that battery actually lasts, I think, what was it, like 30% longer than like what's normally, like what we normally had on the DualShock 4. So I mean, and lastly, the other thing, like who uses micro USB anymore? So Type-C.
Yeah, I was literally just thinking that. I was like, dude, I don't know why everybody doesn't switch to USB-C. It's just so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. A couple other things to quote what the haptic feedback is quote, highly programmable voice coil actuators located in the left and right grips of the controller. So that's just following along with what Jay said. Also, we just a few more things that are official. The console will still be able to play physical games, which rumors had said that next generations might not. You have a solid state and a solid state drive, which is cool, or an SSD. Your PlayStation VR will still work on your PlayStation 5, and the PlayStation 5 will have backwards compatibility with PlayStation 4 games, which is cool. Also, lastly, the PlayStation 5 will support 3D audio and have 8K TV support. And this is also for those GPU nerds out there. It will have ray tracing. So
there
Also,
are a
does it have
couple of other
4K
things.
Blu-ray?
There are a couple of things that I read about it too. So, like specifically, like, people that are worried about like solid state keeping up with the speed, or I guess not keeping up, matching the speed of like the actual like disk drive. Apparently, that's not going to be an issue. And also the other thing about the games that do download, you have the ability to uninstall certain parts of the games to save space. So for people out there that only play multiplayer and never do campaigns, you can uninstall the campaign and just play the multiplayer. Or once you finish the campaign, you can uninstall the campaign, or vice versa.
I think I heard you can do different parts of the campaign too. Like you can do like after you complete like a checkpoint, you can uninstall that half once you
that's
pass it.
awesome.
yeah, they're just saying that basically it's a lot more customizable for devs to kind of do what they want.
Yeah. Well, and then lastly, it's supposed to have cartridge like loading, so it's going to be instantaneous from one part to the other.
That's solid state for you with giant processors and shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. But I am excited. They're saying that the controller is very similar to the PS4 controller, which is fine with me. The PS4 controller is a great controller in my opinion.
Super comfortable.
So just if they can do that haptic feedback thing, I mean that sounds pretty amazing to me. Other than that, I think that's and last, but certainly not least, Holiday 2020 is the release.
Yeah.
So we have our release date.
That kind of sucks though, because like I was expecting at least something like later on this year, but it makes complete sense. Like if it's not ready now, it wouldn't make sense to release it any other time this year.
Yeah.
But man, I'm also the last piece that we need is the price. What do you guys think the price will be?
Like $1,000?
Just build a fucking computer instead. It's gonna be way better.
Shut up, Jacob.
It's gonna be more. Dude.
I bet it's gonna be like $500-$600.
I bet you book this. I bet you they come out with two versions. They come out with like
Poor people, rich people.
Yeah, they come out with the version that's like 1 terabyte, and I bet you it's $399. And then I bet you they come out with like a version that has like a fucking big ass special edition or something that's like $499. So I bet you they have a $399 and a $499.
One I thought was funny. So like when Xbox 360 first came out, like all my friends had one, and for like I asked for Christmas to get an Xbox 360. My parents bought me the arcade, if you remember what that was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
the one that had no hard drive.
I had that.
It didn't have like bare bones. Like
250
it was an
megabytes.
Xbox, and it came with the 2 shitty arcade games that nobody played.
Pac-Man.
Didn't come with a controller or anything. It was just the Xbox, and I like bought a hard drive, did all that stuff, and dude, all my fucking like friends' parents were super rich. They all had like Xbox Elites, like all the really really expensive ones, and mine lasted like 7 years, and they all went through like 2 or 3 Xboxes.
That's bizarre because that's exact same experience I had. I bought like
It's crazy.
The giant hard drive that like snapped right on. Didn't match the color of my arcade. And then all my friends, I eventually sold my 360, but like all my friends had to go through multiple Xboxes.
It's just crazy to think that my parents bought me the cheapest, shittiest, and it was used. It was a used arcade. It wasn't even new.
Funny. I bought mine out of a trunk of a car.
$14 and a fucking
I don't know, dude. The box came and it was like crunched up and shit. You're like, look inside. I was like, I hope there's a fucking Xbox in here. Holy shit! Because my mom always reuses boxes.
Nice.
Anything else you guys want to talk? Anything else you want to talk about that old PS5?
About that old PS5, they didn't confirm anything about cross-generational gameplay though. So that's the one thing that I'm yet to have confirmed.
They also did not confirm any of the games, what will and won't be on it. So yeah, that should be kind of interesting. I have this feeling that The Last of Us is going to be kind of the last big game on PlayStation 4. And I was watching something that was talking about how Battlefield always comes out right when the new consoles come out. And so the rumor is that the new console might launch with the new Battlefield on both PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So we'll see, I guess.
Neat.
News.
What's next?
Hey, Fallout Legacy has officially been announced for an October release, and what is that, one might ask? It is a complete Fallout game collection with Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, all for $40.
Ooh, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal at all. But yeah, so that's cool.
Sounds like you go to a GameStop and that's like how much money they'd give you for all those fucking games.
That's a good point.
it's like reverse what they would do. They're like, here's all these games for $40. You're like, what the fuck?
Well, that's what they did with the. Do you guys remember the Metal Gear HD collection? It was like $50, and it gave you like all of like the Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and Guns of the Patriots wasn't in there, but it had like all the shitty ones like Peace Walker and.
It was on PS2.
No, it was on PS3, I think, or was it PS4? I can't remember.
I think it was PS3.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, they pieced all of those things together, put it in one disc, and they're like, "Here you go, have at it, $50."
It's a good deal.
It's a great deal.
What else do I have for you? Hey, this is kind of interesting. CNET 2 days ago released the 30 best games of the decade ranked.
What sticks out to you in that?
29 is Stardew Valley, 28 Destiny, 27 Overwatch, Dota 2, Hotline Miami at 25. I'll go up to the let's go here. League of Legends at 20. God of War, the 2018 game, falls at 16. The Last of Us at 14, which is underrated as far as I'm concerned, but I'm biased.
Yeah,
Metal Gear
biased.
Solid 5 coming in at 13.
Oh, that wasn't even that great, but damn, 13.
I agree. I thought Metal Gear Solid 4 was better than that.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn at 11, with the top 10 being 10 Fortnite, 9 The Witcher 3, 8 Mass Effect 2, 7 Bloodborne, which again, someone must really like Souls games because Bloodborne wasn't the seventh best game of this generation. There's no way it was better than The Last of Us.
Or Classic WoW.
6 Skyrim, which again, Skyrim should be near the top. I agree with that. 5 Red Dead Redemption, the first one, 2010 release. 4 is Portal 2. 3 Minecraft. 2
That's true.
Dark Souls. Again, we might have a Souls fan, whoever wrote this. And number 1 Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Is WoW not even on there?
No. I feel like
this guy, dude.
I feel like some of this is like a popularity contest.
Yeah, it's not the best game overall. Like, how do you put Gone Fucking Home on this at 18?
And also, am I wrong? But I don't know if Stardew Valley is that good to be on this list, and I don't think Alien Isolation should be on the list either.
I agree, because they're games that like are fun to play with, but when you stack them against the competition, like, come on, dude. There's a lot of good games. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike?
Counter-Strike should not be on there.
Oh.
But then you have like the heaters like Super Mario. What's the new one that just came out?
Super Mario Maker.
What? Super Mario Maker and the newer one that just came out, Super Mario
Odyssey.
Universe. Yeah, Odyssey. Everyone was ranting and raving about that. Like, how did Bloodborne get on this, but not Odyssey, which got like 10 out of 10s? But anyway, that's CNET. What do you expect out of them?
Man, you hate CNET, huh?
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna take someone's like vote for best games of the decade.
That's
CNET.
a pretty bold statement, too. A ranked top 30?
Yeah,
I agree.
And who did they rank these?
Yeah, it's just CNET.
Man,
exactly.
yeah, that's a little off, I think.
Let's see if it says exactly who they ranked it.
Mark Serrels.
It's just a single guy.
Yeah.
You put Outer Wilds on there? That game's
He
been out
sounds
for
like he's fucking single. He's gonna be
days.
single for the rest of his fucking life after he
Dang,
puts
dude,
out this
going
shit.
in on poor old. He's got more money than you do, probably. Leave him alone.
Yeah, but I have
Leave him
better
alone.
taste.
He's Australian.
Oh.
That
can
explains it. That ain't a knife. There's a
Hey,
knife.
I'm sure he says that a lot. He just carries around a big old knife.
Yeah. Like shrimp on the Barbie, yeah.
I think it's funny that you make fun of my Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, and you can't even fucking do an Australian accent.
Really? That wasn't good?
That was horrible.
The thing is that
Damn.
most people can do even a poor Arnold Schwarzenegger accent, and you'll pick up on as to what it is. But yours is like, oh, get to the chopper. It's fucking terrible. But
All
anyway,
right, give it another shot. Let's hear it again.
Hey, get to the chopper.
terrible,
Damn.
terrible.
Dude, I don't know how to fucking do it, okay?
Dude, fuck you. My Australian accent is better than that.
Okay. You're right. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. So, what's next in news? Do you have anything?
You know what? I sure do. Are You Afraid of the Dark is officially coming back as a TV show.
Oh.
Is it gonna be on Nickelodeon though?
Is that on Crunchyroll?
Stop.
Jesus.
I'm just playing with you, by the way. I don't know where it's gonna be. Ace Entertainment, blah de blah de blah. Nickelodeon, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna suck then.
It's a horror show for kids, dude. Like, it's just like it was before. It's not made for adults.
Dude, back in the 90s, some of that stuff was questionable. Some of that stuff was a little spooky.
The intro.
The Midnight Society. That was the coolest name for a group.
Dude, I remember all that stuff.
You seriously do? You were
No.
just born.
I know.
Yeah,
I was born in the 90s.
The final episode
Mid-90s.
aired when you were 4 years old.
Yeah, I remember watching it.
When you were 4.
Yeah.
I think Ryan Gosling was still a teenager.
That's basically all I have, other than the fact that there's going to be a Call of Duty Modern Warfare PS4 Pro bundle, but that comes with every new game release, so that's not really news.
Did you hear this news about Blizzard?
No, tell me the world.
So there's a pro gamer. His name is what the heck is his name? It's like Ingwai Chung. He's a pro Hearthstone player, and he basically got banned for saying something about like being pro Hong Kong in this Hong Kong Chinese dispute, and Blizzard obviously has a lot of I guess support from China, and they banned him. Crazy, yeah.
That's
he's-
crazy.
Supports Hong Kong instead of China.
Yeah,
What's
dude.
going on in Hong Kong is fucking madness, dude. It's like a apocalypse.
Oh.
Yeah, Ingwai Chung is the guy's name. He knew what was going to happen. Blizzard's headquarters basically have like a bunch of their own sort of like company sort of visions, and part of those are always like think globally, every voice matters, blah blah blah. But there are even employees there that are completely understanding if people want to boycott Blizzard at this point because of what's been going on. This whole thing is actually crazy because this is actually coming off of the wake of this is unrelated to like entertainment or games, I guess, but it's a sports thing. The NBA is under fire too because of one of the owners had tweeted something in support of Hong Kong, and the NBA basically backtracked and was like, those are his views, those aren't ours. We're very sorry, blah blah blah. Just completely like putting like money over human rights. And then the commissioner of the NBA ended up saying he had a press release that was saying, we don't devalue any sort of like human rights. It's just everybody has their own opinion and yada yada yada. It's been crazy. People are getting really tangled up in this. Like South Park is even tangled up in their own sort of Chinese, Hong Kong, sort of, I guess, controversy. It's crazy, dude. This is nuts.
Yeah, dude, I was watching, people were saying it looks like it's a movie, and there's, like, fire everywhere all over the streets, and they had, like, fucking riots and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Serious question.
terrible.
Do you guys want to go to Hong Kong? Tickets are super cheap right now.
How cheap are they, actually?
About $100 round trip.
Really?
No way.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'd probably be tempted.
I definitely wouldn't.
Shit, dude, why not, dude? Just hang out. It's no big deal.
Have you ever been to? My parents have been to Hong Kong. They said it smells really bad.
All those big cities do.
Yeah, dude, every big city.
What other news you boys got?
I have some personal news.
Yeah?
I might not be. Oh no, I will be. I will be. I say I might not be on next episode, but I'm going to BlizzCon, November 1st and 2nd.
Nice. Bring me something cool, like one of those. Like,
Oh, I will. Actually, it's so kind of funny. I've been planning to go to BlizzCon all year, and my cousin's like, dude, because it's me, my cousin, our roommate, who's our like mutual friend, pretty much family, and another person that is all of our best friends. And he was like, dude, Connor, the guy that our friend, just basically told us that we're gonna be at BlizzCon on Halloween, and I totally fucking didn't even think about that because like Kylie and I have been making costumes and shit. So I was like, oh, dude, they're all basically flying down on the 31st. They're all gonna go to Disneyland, and I can't go because I already made like a commitment to like do all this Halloween shit, and I feel really bad. But Halloween, or I know BlizzCon's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah, BlizzCon should be pretty dope.
Yeah, especially now,
Yeah.
right?
I'm gonna get so fucking drunk.
Why would you go there just to get drunk when you could enjoy like the show?
No, so you go, and then after the event, like after everything closes, there's like just a fuck ton of parties. Like there's parties, dude. There's a Hilton hotel on the same lot, and there's a party at the Hilton. Last time I went there, there's this fucking nerdy girl who knocked down the DJ's table and ruined all the music, and everybody left.
Wow, what a
Yeah, what a slut.
I don't know about that. That was all right. Anyway, back to video gaming. Before, hey, let's touch on, look on, and wrap this bad boy up with a little bit of PlayStation Plus compared to Xbox Game Pass compared to Stadia.
Wait, before you get into that, my curiosity is getting the best of me with all those talks of costumes. What are you guys going to be for Halloween?
I'm gonna be Goofy. My son's gonna be Mickey Mouse. My wife's gonna be Minnie Mouse, and I get to be Goofy.
Okay.
I'm not. What? I have literally a little like 2-year-old boy.
No, I'm just kidding. That's actually like perfect for you guys. Is he gonna be like Goofy's son?
No, he's gonna be Mickey Mouse, and my wife's gonna be
Oh.
Minnie Mouse, and I'm gonna be Goofy.
Sorry, I missed that part when you said that.
Oh, you're good.
That's cute.
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah. What about you guys?
Jay?
Katie and I are going to be Freddy Krueger and Jason. She's going to be Freddy Krueger, and then I'm going to be Jason.
She's gonna be like. You guys are gonna be the smallest Freddy Krueger and Jason ever.
What are you trying to say? I'm a normal size.
You need to hit the fucking gym, dude.
What are you,
Yeah,
crazy?
but Jason's like 6'5", dude.
Yeah, that's true. We are going to be pretty small. I don't know. I thought I was always kind of like an everyday normal guy. Every
Oh, I'm
average
not
size.
saying you're not. I think you're a very regular normal guy, but I'm just saying Jason's gigantic. But I like the idea, and I think it will be a cool costume.
Oh yeah, because I already got the costume. And now I'm thinking about returning it.
Yeah, make sure you kept the receipt.
I didn't. It was on Amazon, so.
What are you going to be
whatever.
there, J-Buck?
I am gonna be. You know those. So you watched Monsters Inc.
A minion.
You know those guys in the yellow suits that like are like E2219. They like come like that. There's that guy who like comes out of room after scaring somebody, and he has a sock on his back. And like, you're not supposed to like be touched by humans,
Yeah.
otherwise, like they come in. So we're putting a sock on our dog, and he's gonna be that hairy dude. And then Kylie and I are gonna be those FBI guys. We're gonna put a cone on our dog.
Nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah. You're just jealous. At least ours is accurate.
Well, at least mine's cooler.
You're stupid.
You're living the life of a young in love couple.
Yeah,
Doesn't have any kids yet.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'd like to keep it that way.
We have a dog. Oh, you're talking about Jay.
Well, you too, I guess. I don't even have a dog. I wish I had a dog.
Just go buy one.
All right.
Anyways,
Wrap
so let's get back to the subject at hand. Google Stadia versus Xbox Play Pass versus PlayStation Now. Let's get it.
I can talk about PlayStation Now games.
Jacob, you can probably talk about nothing. So I guess I'll cover Google and PlayStation.
So to start off with, you get a shit ton of like really good games. Grand Theft Auto 5, God of War, Uncharted 4, Infamous Second Son are their kind of their main games. Price wise, it's at a really good price. We're talking. I just had it.
It's 10, right? 10 a month, 15 if you want Xbox and PC.
No, for PlayStation.
Oh, PlayStation, my bad.
It's 10 a month, 25 for 3 months, and then $59.99 or $5 a month for 12 months, which is a really good deal.
It has the biggest catalog. It's 350 games, and then they keep adding.
They're
more.
good games too.
Yeah, bangers. Oh, by the way, Jackson, major shade thrown from him. He loves the games with gold.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he really loves the games with gold.
How?
That's what I asked him, and we had this long conversation about it, and he did kind of punk me because he's like, "How many of those games have you played?" And I was like, maybe 5%. He's like, "Well, I've played 10% of them," and I was like, "Okay." He's like, "But think about it, 10% of all those games with gold, I think that they're actually good." And I was like, "Okay, well, it's better than 5%." So.
Well, I play the PlayStation games. I play like every single month. Like I played Detroit Become Human, and this year I'm playing MLB The Show. I played pretty much one every single month.
Yeah.
The Last of Us and MLB The Show were better than any Xbox Gold game that's come out. Anyway, $10 a month, or $5 a month if you do it for a year. You get a shit ton of games, including 800 games total, that includes the PS4, PS3, and PS2 games. And you can play those on your PS4 or PC streaming. Games like Doom, Wolfenstein, Fallout. There's a lot of games. So yeah, that's PlayStation Now.
Yeah, well, we mistakenly brought up Xbox a little early. But Xbox gives you a catalog of 100 games, as opposed to PlayStation Now's 350 and counting games. But here's where Xbox gets PlayStation, is that Xbox will actually allow you to play offline, where PlayStation doesn't have any of that stuff confirmed. The caveat to the offline play is that you actually have to at least get online within 30 days to revalidate that your game actually is still connected to the Xbox Play Pass service. The other cool thing is that you can pay like another, was it $5 to get like PC access as well. So that is the cool part. The really shitty part is you can't pay ahead to get a price break like you can with PlayStation, because the year pass for PlayStation is $60. Whereas you pay an entire year's worth at $120 if you're doing the bare bones.
But I will say, the Ultimate Pack that comes, it's $14.99. It comes with PC games, Xbox games, and they're not terrible games either. There's a lot of bangers in this too, I will admit.
Tons of bangers.
You also get Spotify Premium, you get Xbox Live Gold, which is if you're already paying for that service, I think it's $60 a year. So if you think about that, like even though I guess this would be like $180 a year, but still, that's a nice little inclusion there.
Yeah. And my mistake, I keep calling it Play Pass. It's Game Pass.
Game Pass, yeah. And they also they're adding a couple new games too, including Dishonored as well as World War Z.
Well, and then the other thing too, you do get access to like all of their exclusive games, which is like obviously you're meant to get access to their exclusive games, but they have like really good ones. Like Gears 5 should be good, and then Forza Horizon 4 was a banger when it was out. It's still actually really fun. So
Blair Witch is a brand new one.
That's another one.
As well as they also have this game. It's kind of crazy, but it's Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's an interesting game too. But anyway, there's a lot of games on there.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I played console.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Why do you talk so much trash then?
Because I gotta be tough in front of you guys.
Yeah, you do. That's true. You know how tough we are.
Stadia isn't even out yet, so I think it is actually. Isn't there a beta or something?
Yeah, I think so. Because they had that like Founders Edition that they gave early access to, if I'm not mistaken. But that one's slightly different. You actually still have to pay for the titles and pay for the monthly subscription to get access to the service.
But you don't have to have a console.
Also, that's a good point. But the other thing too, you don't even need any hardware if we're really getting down to it. But you could use like your Xbox controller, your PlayStation controller. So that's the good thing about Stadia. The other interesting thing about Stadia is that it's competitively priced at $10 a month. So I mean,
I'm still kind of confused on what you're paying for $10 a month.
Access to Google's Backbone.
Just in general. So then
Yeah.
I'd pay $10 a month, and then I'd go in and I have to purchase Cyberpunk as well, but still pay $10 to keep access to it.
Yes.
Okay.
But here's the other thing too. You can take the game with you anywhere you go, just like you can with Xbox and PlayStation Now. And later on this week, and by the time you listen to this, it actually might already be out. But PlayStation is going to release a patch for their cloud gaming, so you should actually be able to get access to it if you're an Android user. You will have DualShock controller access if you're on an Android 10 and higher. So that's one thing I forgot to tell you about the news, but that's pretty big news.
Play your PlayStation at work or on the go.
Yeah.
I should try to do that.
I'll do
play
it.
like Battlefield at work.
Yeah, why not?
Dude, we should all start playing. We should all pick like one game and like play it together.
No Man's Sky on lunch.
No, a better game than that. That one sucks.
Yeah. Can't believe you just did that. I can't believe you.
See if they have like
No
WoW
Man's
or
Sky
something.
would be fun if you had a group of people for one before you guys go in on me.
Okay. Hey, you know what? He has a point, because playing by yourself is so boring. But especially if we had Jacob on, we could build structures. We can go tame wildlife and actually ride wildlife, which I never got the chance to do. But yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm down.
I agree. Do you guys have any closing thoughts, or is there anything else you want to touch on?
I would say that if I had to pick any of those services, I would stick with PlayStation. What do you guys think?
Well, if I'm going to try to think about this like monetarily, if I didn't have an Xbox, a PlayStation, or anything, like if I was coming into this all new, like to get into a PlayStation, you're talking probably like $300,
Yeah.
and then you have to buy PlayStation Now or PlayStation Games. So $300, and then throw out another $60 for the online capabilities, and then you throw out another $60 for the PlayStation Now for the year. All of a sudden, you're $420 deep into it.
Where'd you come up with the extra 60?
So $60 for the online for a year, just like online PlayStation Live or whatever, PlayStation Plus. I don't know if you necessarily need that, but and then $60 for the PlayStation Now.
Yeah, you said that twice. So you play you pay for your PlayStation, and then you pay for your PlayStation Now, $60 for the year, and you have access to their entire catalog.
And what I was just saying is, if most people would also probably buy a year of PlayStation Plus so that you could actually play games online.
Ah,
That's what I was saying. I mean, you might not need that, but and the Xbox is kind of the same thing. You spend whatever it is, $300 on an Xbox. You'd spend then $10 or $15 a month, so that's at least another $120 for the year. $120 for the whole year. So 1 year of gaming, you're in around $420. Plus, you have to buy Xbox Live. So I mean, even more, $500. But with Stadia, you just pay $10 a month, and maybe, I mean, let's say you buy the controller, $129 up front, and then $10 a month, and then you could just buy your game willy-nilly. But probably, if I didn't care about video games, or if I cared less and I just was a casual gamer, Stadia would be like really tempting for me.
yeah. I think the big thing is like for people that are casual. But again, if I had to pick any of them, I think I would still pony up and use PlayStation Now if I had to pick any of them.
Mm-hmm. I always, my thoughts on that, I always put PlayStation Now as well.
Yeah, Xbox does have a compelling argument though to be able to play on like a computer. Like, I have a friend that used to play games like at work on his work PC because he fooled his IT department into giving him admin rights, and so he just downloaded all the stuff that he wanted on his computer and just brought his controller to work and started playing in his cube and never got caught.
Nice.
Dude, I've always wondered, like, playing a lot of classic. I've played with tons of people. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm at work." I'm like, dude, how the fuck can you play WoW at work? That is crazy. Like, that'd be so awesome. I get
used to
fired
work
so
from
fast.
home, and I used to play Mortal Kombat on like conference calls and stuff.
When you work
That's
from
a little
home?
different.
Yeah.
Really good days.
Yeah, good old days. Anyway,
All right.
That's basically it for. Oh wait, Jacob, did you pick one?
I do the PlayStation one.
Oh
For
wow!
sure.
Welcome to the dark side. Thanks.
Thanks. Yeah, no problem.
Cool.
You said it comes with 350 games, right?
Oh yeah, and they keep
Yeah,
adding.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely more to me.
All right, what
right.
shout outs do you guys have?
Patrick, Robbie, my wife, my son, Raven, Kat. Hi, y'all. Thank y'all. Have a good life, y'all.
That was so
Not dead.
lifeless. Yeah. Jacob, what about you?
Me?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do shout out Nate, new friend. He's pretty cool. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to Ben's mom. Shout out to Kylie. And shout out to Jackson. That's it.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out Katie. Welcome back from the dead, Jacob.
Hey.
Shout out Jacob's mother. Shout out Ben's mom. Shout out Patricia, and shout out Javad. It's been a while.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for being here. Goodbye. Till next week. Wherever.
Bye.